Welcome to Diaspora Digital Media. My name is Akpabio Jr. and this is the editorial. And there is more drama. Emefiele threatens Akpabio. Former CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele, who is facing charges bordering on economic sabotage through his legal team, has threatened to sue President of the Nigerian Senate, Godswill Akpabio, over alleged defamation. Emefiele would demand 25 billion naira in damages from the Senate president if he fails to apologize, according to his solicitors. This was contained in a letter signed by his lead counsel, Matthew Bokar, SAN, and addressed to Senator Akpabio on Emefiele's brief and instruction. It is in reaction to a widely circulated statement made by the Senate President in a video displayed by Channels Television last weekend, which, according to Emefiele, is false, distorted, and clearly aimed at disparaging his character. DDM recalls that Akpabio had recently said, quote, "We don't know what crime to charge Emefiele with. So the kind of debt and the kind of economic mess that we are in, a lot of people do not understand. I remember President Obama saying you cannot know Washington until you get to Washington. So by the time we went in to look at the economic state of the country, it was terrible. So the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, we didn't even know what to charge him with. But what I know is that, yes, there is hunger today because of the policies that they took." End of quote. In his letter to the Senate President, Emefiele said Akpabio had in his statement suggested that, quote, "The cause of the entire hardship in Nigeria today is as a result of the policies of the previous administration." It also portrayed Emefiele as a serial offender whose action is responsible for all the hardship experienced by Nigerians today. A person who has committed offenses that are so numerous that the government is confused as to which of the offenses to prefer a charge against him. End of quote. He accused Akpabio of subjudice, saying the former CBN chief had been charged to court and is currently defending himself. He said it was worrisome that as a head of the legislature, Akpabio should have known that his statement undermined the integrity and independence of the court. He said, and I quote, "You are also aware that no single policy was carried out by our client without the approval, directive, and authorization of the President and or the Federal Executive Council, of which you were a key and powerful member. It is in pursuant of the above, and without delving into the matter presently pending in court, that our client has instructed that we write to your good offices and demand the immediate retraction of your statement, which has gone viral and are considered clearly defamatory of our client." It further reads, "These baseless and false allegations clearly defames the character of our client and has also caused him great pains and embarrassment, as it has lowered his self-esteem before the right-thinking members of the society, in addition to the obvious odium opprobrium from the unsuspecting members of the society as a result of the falsity contained in that statement. We, therefore, have our client's further instruction to demand from you an unreserved apology in writing, published and circulated by the same medium with which you have defamed his character, and the sum of 25 billion naira as reasonable compensation for the willful and unjustifiable denigration of his hard-earned reputation. In the event that you fail, refuse, or neglect to comply with this legitimate demand, our client will be at liberty to seek the appropriate redress available to him under the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Whilst anticipating your compliance with the above, kindly accept the assurances of our best regards. End of quote. The letter reads in part. Now let us conclude the matter. The staggering revelations of financial misconduct demand more than just scrutiny. They demand swift and decisive action, holding accountable those responsible for the mismanagement of public funds isn't just about rectifying past wrongs. It is about sending a clear message to future administrations that corruption and negligence will not be tolerated. Prosecution isn't an act of vengeance. It is a necessary step towards ensuring that those entrusted with power are held to the highest standards of integrity. Only through a rigorous accountability and a fearless pursuit of justice can we rebuild faith in our institutions and safeguard the future of our country. Think about that for a moment. My name is Ron Palm Jr., and that was the editorial. Thanks for watching.